Can you drink alcohol while fasting? Find out in today's episode.
Welcome to the Chantel Ray Way, the inspirational way to lose weight for life through intermittent fasting. Question number 1 is from Allie from Charlottesville. I am brand new to intermittent fasting, and I'm not going to lie, I miss my wine. My friend told me that it's okay to drink wine if it's in my window. Is this true? So, Chris, what is your thoughts here?
You definitely drink wine. It's definitely drink wine if it's in your window. I mean, you definitely want to watch the sugar that's in wine. I don't think people realize how much sugar and carbs, incidentally, are in wine. So you just want to watch it. I don't know if she means 1 glass or 2, 3, 4 glasses. You know, I'm not here to judge anybody, but definitely watch that. And I know you were reading something. In the past few days, you were telling me about some of the things that were actually in wine that I didn't even realize.
Wine is one of the only things that the FDA does not regulate. So in the sense that they don't have to put a label. And so there's like up to 70 to 80 different additives that they can put into wines that are just tons of chemicals, and you wouldn't know what it is. And on top of that, 70% of all of wine that's made is made by like multi-billion-dollar companies where it's all in factories. And what they do is they try to make the labels sound like it's like some local winery, but in fact it really isn't. And so that, for me personally, I have so many friends that they love wine, they drink wine all the time. I mean, they're going to have 1 or 2 glasses of wine sometimes every night. I mean, I have a few friends that are like that. But here's the thing. You want to find sugar-free, low-alcohol, natural wines if you're going to drink wine. And so the biggest thing is that they also make some wines that they have way more sugar in it than you want. So There's some different ones that you can look into that are low sugar, and that are all natural. I would get like an organic one. I know there's one at Whole Foods that's organic, very low sugar. That's what you're looking for.
So you can enjoy it in peace. Because, obviously with alcohol, if anybody who's drank alcohol before, we know what type of things we tend to eat after we drink, we want to watch. So, if we're drinking wine at night, 9, 10 o'clock at night, we tend to snack more, and we don't tend to snack on pineapples and bananas. We tend to go for the bad stuff.
Yeah, and I think that, alcohol can be like, marijuana a little bit, where it drives you to be compulsive and it drives you to eat more. I mean, obviously I don't smoke marijuana, but I do know people.
That's not the Chantel Ray way.
That is not the Chantel Ray way. But I do know people who do, and one of the side effects of marijuana is it gives you the munchies,
you get
and
the
you're
munchies,
hungry.
And you're trying to eat everything in sight, I've heard, at least I Googled it, and, you want to eat everything in sight, and what's in sight is, whatever that 7-Eleven and, restaurants, and it's not like I want to go cook this chicken fajita in an all-natural, gluten-free wrap. That's not what it makes, that's not the type of things you tend to eat. So you definitely want to watch, your activities after you drink the wine, and definitely, like she said, just like the supplement industry, we were talking earlier about it, it's not regulated by the FDA either. So supplements, wines, there's a couple other things we'll talk about another show that are not regulated. Like she said, that means anything on that label, they don't have anybody to answer to, which is a really big deal, because they can tell you certain things on that label, and who's going to check them unless you fund an independent study to check actually what's in that wine and what chemicals are in that wine. Obviously, the bigger corporations, they're trying to cut a dollar, so they're more likely to take shortcuts when it comes to the ingredients.
We have another question from Christy in Virginia Beach, and she says, does drinking alcohol completely halt my fat burning? Chris?
That be a negative, and even if it did, would it matter? But no, it does not halt your fat burning. Alcohol is like any other. It's a nutritional substance to your body. So anything else you eat, you have to look at the nutritional value of it, and that's what it's going to do to your body. But it's nothing can halt your fat burning except dying. So you will still burn fat. Of course, if you're drinking massive amounts of alcohol, it's going to have a negative effect. A negative effect, obviously, the people that drink, we call it beer guts and stuff like that. It'll have a negative effect on your fat burning, but it will not halt it completely, no.
Yeah, and I would just look at the calorie content of what you're drinking. I mean, as far as like, for tequila and the calories, like we said, because it has a 0 carb count, a 1 ounce shot of tequila has about 65 calories. So that's not really a lot of calories. So, I mean, I have a lot of friends that are very, very skinny and they like to drink their calories. But if you watch them drink, they are always drinking things that don't have sugar. A lot of times they'll drink diet cranberry juice with vodka or soda water and vodka. Usually the two mixers I see my friends drinking are either tequila or gluten-free vodka, either one with some kind of sugar-free mixer, and you're looking at 65 to 75 calories in
You
that.
can still enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I've always told my clients, I'm a realistic trainer, so I'm not going to tell my clients, 0 alcohol, for the next 8 weeks so we can lose. I'm realistic, but I tell them you're gonna have to you gonna have to put your big boy pants on because we're gonna have to drink. If you want to drink, I tell the clients I prefer you to drink it straight. A couple of reasons. Obviously, the mixes we just talked about is where
But
a lot of the sugar
why not with like
and
soda
calorie.
water?
Because, honestly, as a trainer, I want them to get to the point. I'm hoping that they have a tolerance, and I want them to get to that quicker. So the more we mix that alcohol, the more we're able to drink over the next few hours or something. Whereas I know if most of my clients aren't used to drinking alcohol straight, that's a good thing because they'll probably drink two or three drink, a little less, and they'll get to that point and they'll stop for the day. You know what I mean? So that's just that's just my personal advice, not a scientific thing or anything. But like I said, I try to avoid the mixes as much as we can, or we can do the soda water. Like Chantel said, I haven't drank a lot of soda water, so I have to go to her expertise on that one. But you can definitely drink it and still enjoy the benefits of losing weight and burning fat.
Have a question you need answered? Send us an email to questions@chantelrayway.com.